All right, what is going on, guys? My name is Aaron. We are back again with another video. I got my cat right here. She might join us for a little bit of this. Just a reminder, I run Breakthrough Swimming, which is a free swimming website. I offer a free swim planner. Simply just put your name and email address here, and then you get access to an Excel tool that allows you to kind of structure your swim planning for a race or even just kind of learning how to swim as well. And then I also have a workout builder where if you have your workout on Training Peaks, you can come to this website and you can enter all the information in here, and it puts it on a nice little document that then you can save as an image and print it off and take it with you to the pool. As well as I offer coaching for $35 a month, virtual coaching. So we do personalized weekly training, video stroke analysis, one-on-one coaching, and then also some race day strategy if that's what you're training for. Remember, this is for master swimmers. I'm happy to do people doing USA swimming, triathlon, anything like that. Anything. It's very affordable, $35 a month. That is on my website as well. Once you hit sign up, get taken to this website where you fill out a form. I'll reach out and we'll figure out if it's a good fit. So today I have another Reddit critique video. This is the third one I've done. I feel like this is just such a good way for me to really see what swimmers in this sport are struggling with and where you can be and how you can improve and what I can do to give that advice actually and help you guys out. Okay, so we have this first person. He goes, "Hello guys, I need some advice in order to improve my swimming form uh, together with speed. I don't think my form is that bad, but I have some shoulder pain, so maybe I'm doing something wrong. I swim 5 to 6 kilometers per week, so not that much volume. I think that 5 to 6 kilometers per week is a lot of volume. I guess it depends on how many sessions you're doing. So if you're doing like 2 sessions of 3 kilometers, I mean, that's quite a bit. Or if you're doing like 4 of 1,000, yeah, maybe that's not that much. But all right, let's watch it. So he pushes off. Okay, we're gonna restart this actually. So right there, that's streamline. Not a big deal for open water swimming. But obviously you want a tight streamline right there. And also if you push out under the water, you kind of just go farther anyways off the wall. So just something to think about as you push off. So we'll keep watching. Start that stroke. Okay, first thing. So we're gonna go back a little bit. So his first stroke, so he gets out of that streamline, he's bringing this arm over. Watch this arm first, right? Boom. It's still up there. You can see better on this one. As it comes, that arm is still up there, right? So what we want to do as we're swimming is if you're doing this, see how now his whole front body is sinking down? You can kind of see it. So he brings it over and then it starts sinking right there. Like it's coming down. We'll go there again. It's coming over and then it's sinking, right? So what's happening is he's off balance. So he's kicking, he's bringing that arm over, and then this arm is still too high up in the water. He hasn't started that catch yet, and now he's sinking down. Okay? Sorry, my cat really loves to be pet. So he needs to start that catch with that first arm. As this arm is coming over, this arm should already be 90 degrees. All right. So this arm right here should already be down, pointing almost down towards the water. So when this hand out of the water touches, he needs to be all the way down here. He's starting that just way too late. Okay. And then something that he's doing really well, as you can see right there, that high elbow. He's getting that elbow up really high. See that right there? That's exactly what we want to see. That's exactly what we want to see. We'll keep watching. So see also right here, he's pulling underneath himself. He's pulling that arm coming underneath him, right? So I talk about this in my other videos. I'm gonna stand up so you guys can see. Talk about this in my other videos. You want that arm out to the side, so body line's right here, out to the side like this. There's the power triangle right there. So you're grabbing all of this water in between here and you're pulling. If you pull underneath here, it feels easier and it feels faster, but you're not grabbing any water, right? You want that arm out here. What I see a lot of is people who are breathing on this side as they bring this arm back over. They then take this arm and they pull it underneath themselves to balance out faster. But in reality, you want to make sure that arm that you're breathing on is coming outside that body line. So something to think about. If you film your video and you're getting your arm pulled underneath you, make sure that you're keeping it straight, okay? Another thing, we talked about this in some of the other videos. Watch when he breathes, his legs leans over to breathe. They stop kicking, right? Oops, full screen. We want that kick, a steady kick the whole time, okay? Overall, though, I think he's doing a great job. I think he's on the right track. I think there's just a couple things that he should pay attention to. There, especially for pulling under, there's really no drills that I know of other than just kind of the long dog drill where you're kind of under the water going like this, making sure that your arms are staying out in front of you, and then closed fist drill because it kind of makes you aware where your hands are. If you're pulling underneath yourself with the closed fist drill, you're just going to sink, right? So it's going to really teach you to get out and grab that water. I actually did that drill this morning while I swam. All right, we're going to move on to the next one. Okay, so this is another guy. He said, I would really love some feedback on my swimming. Started about 8 months ago, but still struggling to get more than 100 meters without being really out of breath. Biggest thing when I see people say that they get out of breath fast, I always assume they're not blowing out the water under the water and then breathing it back in when they breathe. The reason I say that is because a lot of people, especially the ones that I'm coaching, teaching how to swim, they're swimming as fast as they can, getting as many strokes, and then they breathe, but they're already out of air, right? So they're starting in this deficit where they need to catch their breath every single time they breathe. You almost want it like conversation. I've said this in past videos. It's like running. You don't run a mile holding your breath and then you breathe, right? You're breathing as you run so that you can hold a conversation, you can talk so you're not out of breath every single stride. So let's watch as we do this to see if maybe he's not breathing enough. It's something we can pay attention to. Let's go. So he pushed off underwater, good. Got that nice steady kick, I see it. So he's breathing right there. All right, okay. First thing, watch this arm as he pulls it out underneath himself, as he breathes. Boom, you see that? See how it went right underneath him? Right underneath him. He's pulling it right here, right? So he's feeling like he's pulling that water really fast because his arm's moving really fast in the water. He's not moving anywhere. It's not giving him any extra pull. Really, the way to do it is keep that arm outside that body line and get that power triangle right there that they talk about. Yeah, you want that power triangle outside your body line. Get that arm nice and 90 degrees. Let's keep watching. I would also say, so watch. So every time he flicks his arm back, watch this. There's that little slight moment where he's not doing anything. Boom, gliding. Boom, gliding. Boom, gliding, right? You want your arms constant movement. You want to keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, right? You want that catch and the timing all to line up. If you're gliding, now you're just starting momentum, stopping it, starting it, stopping it, right? So you want to keep that momentum rolling by just keeping your arms moving and having that nice steady flutter kick. I don't see his legs being the issue here. They actually look pretty steady. You can tell from the way he's kicking. You can see his legs kind of right here. It looks good. And I'd say that his breathing looks fine too. Yeah, that's really, I think, the biggest two things with him is he needs to keep his arms spinning as much as he can. That way he's catching. And then also not pulling underneath himself, pulling out to that side. And that's going to be the thing. I talk about this all the time with people is, especially when their stroke is really short, like they're not reaching out. Especially when their stroke is really short, right? I know, I see you. I see you. I see you. I always ask people when their arms are short. I'm always like, does it feel like you're reaching out? And they're like, yes. So that's the thing, is it always feels like you're doing one thing, but in reality, you're doing something different. So filming your swim is very impactful because it allows you to see. Probably 90% of the people, when I film them, I show it to them and they're like, whoa, that's what I look like? It's like, yeah, okay. So you really need to, when you're trying to fix these things, emphasizing, over exaggerating that feeling, right? It's kind of like, I've said this before, I think. It's like golf. When you're golfing, they have a thing called like real versus feel on your swing, where it feels like you're doing something, but in reality, you're doing the other thing. And so to fix that, you have to over exaggerate the fix, and you feel goofy doing it, but in reality, that's what's fixing it because you're so used to one thing, but to fix it, you have to over exaggerate to get there, right? So does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. But overall, I think he's doing a good job. I think he's well on his way to swim very fast. And I think that 100 meters sometimes just comes with endurance, like it's just building that muscle from swimming. So good job. Next, we have him. Can I please receive help on my swim form? I started swimming at the start of this year and have been attempting route. I don't know how to say that. 0 to 700 to build up some endurance. Hello. However, I'm getting pretty gassed out on 4x100 itself, and I struggle with hip sinking and feeling out of breath as well as arms getting tired. I'm not an aerobic beginner, and I'm not and have some running and biking background. Okay, let's watch it. Swimming is just different than running and biking. Like it's just so technical that it's hard to really compare them. But yeah, let's go ahead and watch. Good. Okay. First thing, similar to the first guy, watch his. I mean, that's a good example right there. Let's see if we get that right there. So that arm, when this arm is in that catch, it should already be starting pulling down, right? If your arm is still here when you're in that catch, all you have to support you is your kick, right? All you have to support you is that kick. And if you're a beginner swimmer, that kick is not strong enough to hold you up, right? So you need to make sure that that pull starts well before that other arm touches the water. You need to be, it's like a windmill. As one thing's here as it turns, other thing is doing a turn as well, right? So you want to make sure that those arms are constantly moving, not just spinning. You want to make sure you're obviously grabbing the water, but okay. So when he breathes, look how high his head is, right? Look where those hips are. That's why those hips are sinking. It's because that head is coming way too high up out of the water. You want that water, you want that water line right on the middle of your face, right? I guess this way, right? So when you're breathing, it's coming right here, and you get that little small pocket to breathe. If your head's all the way up here, lifted at all, hips are gonna sink right down, right? So that's gonna be the problem. Also, watch this pause in his kick. Boom. Every time he shoots forward, he pauses that kick, right? So I think that he's doing good. I don't really see him coming underneath his body a whole lot. It might be a little bit, but the two biggest things are not starting that catch early enough, and then head position while it breathes. All right, that is going to wrap up today's video. As a reminder, my name is Aaron. I have this website, Breakthrough Swimming, where I offer a free swim structure planner that essentially allows you to go in, enter in all this information about your swimming, and it gives you a customized-ish plan of how to improve. All you have to do to access that is put your first name and email into the website, and then it'll give you access as well as a workout builder. So if you have training peaks with a workout, you can come in here, enter in all the information as you see it, and then you can print the workout out. That way you can bring it to the pool. You don't have to remember it. As well as I do also offer coaching for $35 a month, where we'll have personalized weekly training plans, swim stroke analysis, kind of like what we did here, as well as one-on-one coaching calls and race day strategy. So if that's something that interests you, head over to Breakthrough Swimming and give it a sign up. Don't feel like you're committed to that money right as soon as you sign up. I'll give you a call or text, something, email probably, and we'll connect and see if it's a good fit. We'll review some stuff and see what we can do. So thank you again for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if any of these tips helped you. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.